So here we are. This is my table. I do this usually every night, and I'm going to show you here in this video, and I'm probably going to do this daily or nightly, because this is how you use tarot, or it's one, I think it's a better way to use tarot than what most people are using it for, or at least on YouTube. So I'm going to draw the cards. I'm just going to put my mind on just life in general, particularly my life. What's going on? What can I improve on? What adjustments can I make? Should I make any adjustments at all? Just general advice and reflection, because that's what I'm going to do at the end of the day. I'm going to reflect on what happened, where I'm headed. Probably not going to think much about where I've been. Keep that in the back of my mind. I'm going to shuffle the cards. I'm going to cut it in 3. I'm going to do the Celtic cross. And I stick with the Celtic cross for the most part. I keep it simple. Now I don't do reverse at this point. I'm not going to do reverse because, like I said, I'm going to keep it simple for now. You can do reverse, though I think you'd have to be pretty good to be doing reverse. So here are the cards. So we have the first card here, the Strength card. This is what covers you. So I'm going to just read out the, what the basic description is of the card, the classic description. This is what covers you, the Strength card. I'm also going to read the astrology, and that's another reason why I'm doing this, because tarot goes with astrology. All of the occult sciences can go together. So we have the Strength card. I've seen it as the Neptune card, also the Leo card. This is what crosses you for good or bad. The Knight of Wands. Usually interpret the Knight of Wands as a Sagittarius. This is the basis of the situation, 5 of Cups. This is behind you in the process of leaving, the Hierophant. Usually interpret the Hierophant as Taurus or Jupiter. I usually go with Jupiter. He's the Pope, the Hierophant, the priest. This is what crowned you and could come into being, the Page of Wands. So a messenger here, more Sagittarius. This is before you. Temperance card. Again, I've seen some Taurus, some Sagittarius. Sometimes I won't, depending on how, where I'm at, where I'm at with the cards, how the deck's drawn. I might not even consider the astrology. Like the Temperance card, that one, I usually don't think too much about the astrology or the astrological interpretation. And I think just because the card is so self-explanatory, at least for me, the Temperance card is, it's temperance. I usually just interpret it like that, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, especially because that's something that I need advice on very often. This represents your negative feelings, the Emperor. This represents the feelings of others, the 3 of Pentacles. This represents your positive feelings, the Lovers, and this is the outcome. the Seven of Wands. So now for me to tell you what this means, I do not understand. I don't understand the concept other than it's a crutch. You know, the idea of throwing on YouTube or just having someone read your tarot is just, it's kind of like something to feel good, to help you feel good because you're looking forward to something. Usually it's because you just, you've been working all day and it's miserable, and this is like something to like, oh, when is this going to end? When is something good going to happen? And you can see that is nothing like the way I have set this up. I'm not looking for shortcuts. I'm not looking to win the lottery. I'm looking to continue to work on something. And what can I do? What can I do to maybe get there faster? That I'm okay with that. I'm also looking at this like, I'm looking at the occult, I'm looking at the tarot, I'm looking at astrology as a replacement for, let's say, for really, I'm not really putting this exactly how I want to put it, but it's a replacement for meditation. It's the busy man's or busy woman's form of meditation. It's learning how to communicate. That's what I want to say. It's learning how to communicate with God with an aid. So of course we could say, well, I'm just going to meditate and I'm going to communicate with God. Like you think of like Christianity or many of the Christians with the Catholicism, they used to say, I'm going to go directly to God. I don't need the priest as an intermediary. I don't know I think that's the right word, intermediary. Or, an in-between. I'm just going to go straight to God. And it sounds nice, but in reality, I'm not sure that they really are communicating that closely with the creator, the universe, the source. So we're using this as a aid to help us learn the language of the source. And I can tell you from my firsthand experience with tarot, astrology, both tarot and astrology will help you learn to communicate with the source or God. So I recommend doing this every day, once a day. It doesn't take much, once a day, just like with astrology. You can look at the astrology once a day. You don't need to obsess over it. 5 minutes a day, just like anything else. So I'll continue to do this, see how it goes nightly. And, like I said, I usually do for myself, but you can draw, if you have tarot cards, you can do one for yourself, and maybe this gives you some ideas. Or you can look at the cards that I drew, and from the descriptions that I'm giving you, you can come up with what it means for your reflection, for your life, for the reflection on your life. So I'm just going to go through my life and what I'm currently going through. So I have here the Strength card. This is what covers you. And I usually like to interpret it as a Leo card. So I'm dealing with a Leo here. This is what covers me. This is what crosses you for good or bad, the Knight of Wands. And we're talking about Sagittarius energy. Actually, I'm sorry. The Knight of Wands I think it's Gemini. Yeah. So Swords, Cups, Wands, Pentacles. Yeah, Gemini. So we have Gemini and Leo. This is what crosses you for good or bad, and this is what covers you. This is the basis of the situation. So I'm dealing with a Leo, and this Leo person is has Gemini characteristics, for good or bad, right? This is what crosses you for good or bad. I particularly like Gemini energy. I don't like fickleness, though. I do like the seeking of information. I do like the Gemini's mind and how it is scattered, and it can have diverse conversations and things like that. Likes to talk on the phone. I do enjoy that. I don't enjoy the fickleness, the here 1 minute, over there the next. I don't enjoy that. And that's my interpretation of for good or bad. The basis of the situation is we have 5 of cups, 3 cups are down, 2 cups are upright. The guy's wearing black. A little bit of sadness. So this person we're talking about could be sad, could be going through some things. We could say I'm feeling sad because of the Gemini energy that I don't like, maybe. And this is what's behind you in the process of leaving, the Hierophant. So we think of the Hierophant as the Pope. We think of the Sagittarius energy, that, being righteous, being right all the time. And this is something that I do need to see me leave behind, and that I know better, because that is a tendency of mine to have, and I don't know better. I don't always know better. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. This is what crowned you and could come into being. Okay, so Sagittarius, a message from a young person. This is before you, Temperance. So whatever action I'm going to take, whatever moving forward, this is calling me to take it easy, take it slow, don't jump to conclusions, don't take any impulse, rash action. And we have the Emperor here. This represents your negative feelings. The Emperor could be Scorpio. I've seen Scorpio, Aries. I think Scorpio is either one, Mars, Scorpio, Aries, just Mars energy, a leader, someone who's determined. If you think of it as for a Scorpio, Mars, very fixed. And this is the 3 of Pentacles. This is the feelings of others, talent, skills, skill in making money. And this is your positive feelings, the Lover's card. This can be interpreted different ways, but obviously when you're starting out tarot, most people are going to see the Lover's card. It's going to be hard to really get away from the fact that there's a naked man and a naked woman, and you have the Archangel, looks like Raphael there maybe, or just some type of Archangel overseeing them. So positive feelings. We could think, if this was a Leo person, this was in my life, I'm actually thinking of the exact I know exactly who this is. I'm not going to get into the details, but the first 2 cards explain it the first 3 cards explain it very well. The 4th card adds some detail to it. The crowning card here, the 5th card, I'm still a little bit unsure what that might mean for me. Definitely can see what the Temperance card is doing for me. So I'm thinking this person is going through some hard times, some sadness, and the Temperance card is something that I have to always keep in mind when just dealing with or going out, being, I don't want to say this, just in general, like, I can be impulsive and rash, and people don't necessarily like that. This is your negative feelings. The Emperor. I'm thinking, I could be the emperor. I can definitely turn and become the emperor, and that's not something I want to do right now. I'm not looking to be in control. I'm not looking to be assertive right now. I'm looking to this temperance card, sit back, relax, allow, accept. This is the feelings of others. This person I'm thinking of, unless they're lying to me, is thinking about money, is thinking that, they might be thinking about me. Do I have the talent? Do I have the skills to, um, to make a living, to make money, etc.? Because we are talking about relationships here, and this can be important in long-term relationships. This can be an important matter, money. This is your positive feelings. And this goes back to what I'm saying with the man, the woman, and the archangel over top. And I'm thinking, who's in control here? Am I in control? I'm not in control. I want to be in control, the emperor. But am I really in control? And the last card, the outcome. So we have the outcome, and the card that's before you are been said that these are very important cards. And the outcome shows this man dealing with obstacles. But he hasn't lost. He's just working. He's dealing with obstacles. He's fighting the fight, whatever fight that is. And you could see these two cards if we put them together. This is how he's fighting. You could say he's fighting himself, because there's no one else in the cart. It's just him alone. So we're looking at temperance and battling the self, and that's the outcome. And not to go into too much more detail, but this spread for me is actually very, very, very interesting. And it's nothing new, nothing I haven't thought about like literally an hour ago or 30 minutes ago before I even did this. So you can make of that what you will. This could mean this could just be a learning experience for you. This could be interpreted for you as well as a reading. I'm not going to say that it is, but the reason I want to do this is to allow people to participate, and especially beginners begin to learn tarot with somebody else, and kind of tap into my mind. So I hope this was helpful, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, if anyone's still listening, and I hope you have a good night.